All right, let me pull up the stream and let everybody come over. I'm a little early, so it'll be just a few minutes. If you're watching the recordings, you might want to go ahead and go forward. Focus, Debbie. Turn the volume down. First of all, I am so sorry I haven't been able to stream lately. It's just with having school. Hi, Susan. With having school and um, being in at home, I crashed 2 laptops at school from school. And I had to end up using my own laptop to teach school the last week and a half. So once I got it set up on Zoom, I didn't want to like unset the settings. But now I'm back at school in my room by myself. There are 49 kids or less now at school. We were at 108. Now we're down to 49. And those kids are going to be in like 6 or 7 rooms. And there are teachers who do not have as many classes during the week that have shifts that babysit them. So I'll be teaching my classes in my classroom, but there's no one in my classroom. I find it a little irritating because, like, why do I need to be on that campus to do the same thing I was doing at home? But there are some pros, like when it's time to go home, it's time to go home. So that will make my schedule a little more consistent. I was laying there the other night and I realized I bought these 2 or 3 months ago, maybe, and put them up and forgot I had them. So I thought I might use this in the comp journal. And I got my last limited scrapbook set and mixed media set. It should be my last one from Creative Scrapbook. So this is what was in the limited scrapbook kit. Jersey showed us this and turned us on to it, and I did like a 4-month subscription. So this is my 4th one. So I believe I'm done. I don't think I have one more. But you always get some type of Prima flowers, and this time they're all in like corally black and grays. There's some wooden cutouts, some little butterflies, some 3D chipboard stickers that are in a fall theme. You always get a Vicki Boutin stencil. So, and I don't have this. I didn't have any Vicki Boutin stencils except for one little set. So I haven't had any of the stencils. This time it came with some other chipboard, a little ephemera pack. This is Prima. And then there's paper. Now they have a bigger kit that's available. But like I said, this is, I think and hope, my last one. This is all, I believe, Prima paper this time. It's all double-sided cardstock. I like it because it has a vintage feel. So far, everything is pretty much, like, I don't see myself using this most likely, but I definitely would use that. So again, I don't see myself really using this necessarily, but I would use this. And some of them you get 2 cup pieces of, and some you just get 1. So that's what's in that kit. Let me put all this. I'm just going to put this stuff in the bag. till I can put it away later and get it out of the way. Then in the mixed media kit, it had, and this is where I kind of a little irritated, like it had these Finnabar gold leaf flakes, but they were in the last kit. So that's a duplicate. It had a color bloom and it's fine. It's golden walnut this time. So that gave me 3 of those, but one of the kits duplicated and I actually have 2 of one color. So there's a little bit of duplication and there were some kind of beads. I don't know that I'll use those. I'll just put them up. Some more cutouts with words. Bo Bunny ephemera, that I'll use. And some more 3D stickers. So I was a little under what, and I'm not super impressed by her mixed media kit. It leans a little too scrapbook to me in some ways still. And then there was this little house stencil by the Crafters Workshop, and I don't have, so none of the stencils do I have, and you know I like stencils. So oh, Joycey, I'll send you those beads if you'll use them. There's some from last month and there's some from this month, and I'll be more than happy to send those to you. I have something I need to send to you anyways, so I'll get that packaged up and send it to you, Joycey, because I won't use them. The little pearl beads. I just, if I did more of that like Finnabar kind of stuff, maybe, but I haven't. So I thought we'd work in the comp book. I'm going to start in this one, which doesn't have a lot of base. It's just got some doodles in Sharpie and some Crayola markers, some distressed inks. None of this is finished. It just needs color. So I thought that I could add some color. We could check out some of these sprays. We could also use the little jelly plates and maybe jelly plate some of the shapes. And use some of the stencils with the little jelly plates. Hi, Candy. Hi, Judy. Hi, Dot again. And Nash. Anyone I missed? The other thing that I was thinking about doing, I haven't picked a date, but I think I'm going to have a big sale, like a holiday bazaar. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is do some of my art pieces discounted because they're just sitting here. There's no art shows. Bob's going off unemployment soon in December, I guess. But normally they're like $60 plus $5 shipping. So they're typically $65 for an 11 by 14. So I thought what I could do is do a heavy discount of $25 plus $5 shipping, which would make them $30. And then some of the smaller ones. And so I thought I might put Post-it notes and give them numbers and like go through and kind of show them. And choose a date and then put it out there. And not an auction, but just kind of like a show and tell and have numbers. And if people wanted to buy them using PayPal versus Etsy, offer the discount. That's more than 50%. So I was thinking about doing that, kind of like a holiday bazaar. Almost had a catastrophe. I couldn't find any of my prayers. That was like not good. I keep thinking about this hexagon shape and how it would be kind of cool like a quilt. So I think I want to start with that. And then I thought maybe I might even do something with the, well, I wish they made the square and the triangle the same size. The triangle and the rectangle are the same on one side. And the rectangle and the I was thinking quilting. I'm like piecing in my brain. So I want to start with just some color and then go paint through a stencil, I think. All right, you can't go wrong with turquoise or green. We'll go green. So I'm just going to do like a base. I'm thinking kind of like, you know, that a crazy quilt. I need something to put this on. I'm going to get this one on. All right, let me, oh, I know it'll work. I think. Let's try this. And then let's put one up here. And then maybe over here. I'm actually going to set that down in that wet paint again and see if I can get one more. And then let's try this kind of pinky orchid color. All right, and I have my brayers dirty, so I'm just going to brayer off in another part of the journal. And just put so let's try. When I start my comp books, I don't start with like, I just start by throwing color on the pages. Yeah, this works. I think this is what I'll use because I like that handle. And it's the jelly plate sticks just fine. Okay, now let's try some raw sienna. little. I wasn't sure how I would use these. But my first instinct was in terms of a quilt pattern. See, this one's off from the others, but we can fix that later. This is just a first layer of paint. Hi, Terry. Hi, Riri. Hi, Andrea. And hi, Kat. Okay. And the gel press ones, the sets of 3 were more affordable than the Jelly Arts for the little ones. I got them on Amazon and they were like $19 for each little trio. So I didn't think that was too bad for 3 of them. And I got both sets because I wanted the hexagon and I wanted the triangle. And they were in 2 separate sets. All right, let's try. Let's add a spray. I want to fill in some of that white. That was the new one I just got. That's kind of a greenish walnut. This is the green one. And this is the spring dandelion. So I want to just try to fill in some of the white space. I'm just folding back pages, folding them on themselves. This is kind of how I get the basic color on several pages. It sprays and messy. Okay. I'm not mad at that. Yeah, the little hex one I thought was fun. All right. And I'm going to give that a little dry real quick. Yeah, I learned I am not a scribbler. I'm not a doodler. It confirmed it. I was going to try to Yeah, I was gonna try to doodle like Paula because Paula always puts all that great Sharpie work and gets such great mark making stuff. And but like I'm loving that. Now that was just Crayola, and then I let it bleed. Now typically what I usually do is I would just I just use pieces of the deli paper, and I keep using the same pieces over and over, and I leave that wet section. And then I go to another section and start the process over again with different stuff. So let's try. Let's try going through a stencil, a couple stencils, and then using a spray because we'll have the white space. I'll use these two Vicki Boutons together and this one. So that'll be 3 Vicki Boutons. I'm going to use similar colors just to keep it. Well, I hate when the paint spits. We'll start with the all right, let's start with this stencil, and we'll put it right here to start. That's cool. I'm not going to worry about, like I said, I'm not going to worry about that little blob. And then I'll work off, this time I'll work off the two. Like I'll just do these two. That one did not print very well. That's operator error. So all right, then I'm gonna spray her over here. And I'm not gonna worry about any of this. Like I'm gonna just keep layering. I'm gonna leave that red and put some of the raw sienna with it. And then let's take this. Okay, it's not coming through the stencil very good as far as the shape. So I'm just gonna, it could be that the stencils are too thick, but it leaves a good ghost print. So I'm just going to abandon that plan and get color down where it wants to be and how it wants to be. Okay, I like that. Kind of like the ghost print. When I get that more, I like this and how this is kind of the opposite, or those came out good. These two, not so good, but this can get something over it later. Let's go with, I'm going to try to find a brown. Let's go raw umber. We'll do Joycey colors. I think you're chatted out from Shauna's. Well, this t-shirt didn't have any paint on it, but now it does. Okay. We need some more brown, maybe down here. And then let's put this over here. I'm liking the stencils together. All right, let's go back to this page. Clean off the jelly plate. Clean off the brayer. All right, and then let's go back to just the yellow ochre. I don't have as much red now, so that's good. And I think I'm going to go back with this. Didn't get this side, but I think I'll get a good print over here. And then I'm going to try to add a little. That helped. Let's do some more of that gold. You can chat. It's just, oh, I'm trying to watch the chat. Okay, let's do this right here. And let's put this over here. And right now it's a hot mess. Let's go some more yellow. Andrea, you chat and they'll listen and they'll respond. Okay, I think this one can overlap over here. Okay. I feel like there's enough color on that one that maybe we're ready for some kind of solid. Let's try a spray or a distressed oxide. It's got enough red. Maybe wild honey. I'm just putting some color down. I'm going to get it wet here in a minute. And let's do crackling campfire. Why not? Okay, let's make it connect. And maybe over here. All right, let's get some water involved. All right, I think I'm going to add a little of this too. The new one. I like it. Bob! Bob! He's loud. All right, let's give that a little bit of a dry. Thank you, Christine. give it a little dry here and there before I go to another area. I'll switch to the another shape. I'll switch to the triangle. And I just keep a stack of these. That I use over and over. We'll try this one and we'll switch from the hexagon to the triangle. Or actually, you know what? We'll use the circle since there's circles on the page. And let's switch it up and go Prussian blue to start with. Now you could use your big plate and put your paint like a palette, and probably that would work too. And let's switch up the stencils. I got new ones from Stencil Girl that I haven't used. Let's try that. More paint. All right, and let's keep the Prussian blue, but let's add a little white or cream to it. And then I've got blue on my brayer, so I'm just going to add white to that and get a lighter value. And I'll let them overlap. All right, a little bit more. Okay, then I'm going to add some more white. And then kind of keep using the same dirty brayer. Get another, I think it's a little lighter value. Let's find a different stencil. Actually, I want to save that one. This is a scribble one from actually, that'd be better off just a second. Something is not. Oh, the butterfly. That's the problem. The butterfly from this page. It's all right though. All right, let's keep using. I think I'm just about done with the circles in this blue and white. Okay, so that's maybe one more lighter value. And we'll try Scribble stencil. Yeah, I belong to Stencil Girl Club, and then I've gone in and just bought like several, like I'll just pick, like I'm going to get one size and buy several of that size, and then the next month maybe I focused on another. And really built my collection. I know Shauna did a similar thing. Okay. Okay, I like that. Now, I want to dry that a little bit. I want to put some of this white paint back here. I'm just going to brayer. Off. Let's spray I think green is what I'm going to go. And I'm going to grab something else from down here. This is Distress Spray in green. I want it to go more olive. Okay, now let's get water involved. And I like how when the paint is dry from the jelly print that it acts as a resist when you use sprays. Okay. This definitely needs more of that green. Gone. I'm just trying to use the other pages to absorb some of the spray, and I'm not wasting the pigment, and I'm getting the start of colors and layers. Okay. That is not too bad. All right. Let me dry that just a little bit. All right. And I know what I want to use on this one. I know. I'm going to use this new stencil from Stencil Girl and use it kind of as a focal point in a couple places. And I'm going to sponge. I will tell you though, I got to put paints up real quick because I'm getting too much in front of me. Let's see. We'll use sap green. And I've started when I jelly print, I put a palette, and that's what I kind of have been sticking to. There's spray on the table that I don't want to waste. So I'm going to mop it up with a dry page. It was that overspray. And then I'll just get that off the table and put that up. Put this up. I need a sponge. I'm sure I have sponges somewhere, but I'll just get a makeup wedge. All right, and I'm gonna take that green. That butterfly is down there, so I'm going to have to be mindful of that with the stencil. Get that darker down there. Okay, that's pretty. And then I think what I'll do is put one here. I kind of think of these as backgrounds, like fabric backgrounds. my aim is not like a finished journal page in that sense. I might go through and finish the book later with quotes and stuff. But right now I'm kind of shooting for something that I can then maybe use in a digital. Reminds you of New Zealand? I'm thinking of like, could it make a digital paper print, you know? And it may not even be all of it. It could be a part of it. The other thing I might do is I might photograph it before I go to the next, and then I may still go to another stage with it. But then I have that digital. Okay. And then I think I'm going to stick this. Oh, almost did that wrong. That would have been like a mistake in the fabric. Okay, so right now I'm going to call that one, like I would stop here. And then I'll come back. I'll probably photograph it, and then I'll probably come back and add something to it, possibly, but I'm not sure yet. It might need some random collage and finish it out as a page. Potentially. Let's go to another. Section that has no paint. All right, let's go ahead and go. Let's go to the triangle. We'll keep this green going since it's out. And let's find a stencil that we like. I'll use this one from Stencil Girl. It was the 4x4. I know it's hard to see, but I'm going to put it on the shape. And then I'm going to stencil through it. And then take it off. All right, then let's do that again. Now you could take your time and like work a pattern with lots of colors, and really get a true like quilt pattern. And perfect. Oh, I forgot to take the stencil off on that one. Well, we'll do the same thing over here. Okay. And then that's pretty clean. Let's go to that purpley color. And we'll go back to this floral. Put that. I want to kind of make sure I pick an area that I like of the stencil, because this one is the scale. Makes a difference. I'm thinking they kind of look like butterflies. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Joycey, that's not a bad idea. Maybe in a metallic. Okay. All right, now I'm just going to use some stencil work, because I think I want to make this. No, I don't want to do that. Maybe. I'm just trying to use up this green paint. I'm kind of thinking about connecting the color across the page. And let's go with some white. And I'm gonna dig out and I want some more of that. I want some of that brown too. The raw umber. That's the Prussian blue. I don't want that. This is a blue gray, but I still think I want the raw umber. Hi, Norma. We're playing with the little jelly plate shapes and stencils from Stencil Girl. All right, I'm going to use the other end of the pouncer and the brown. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and keep some of that purple in the mix to that brown. Kind of like that. And I'm going to add like some twig type colors and shapes. I can't say this is pouncing through this very well. So I'm going to switch to the other sponge. And I added some white to that, but I want to add more brown back in it. Trying to get some dark across the page. Just trying to, like I said, use up the extra paint. Okay. Now I think it needs a spray. And I'm going to go... Actually, I'm not going to use a spray. I'm going to use... a new gathered twig distressed oxide. All right, I'm just going to add that. And then I want some light in there. So I'm going to go with some Rusty Hinge. I want to get water on it in just a minute. I know it looks a hot mess right now. And then let's put some I think I need a new wild honey. Okay. I think it's a hot mess right now, but we're gonna work through the uglies. Yeah, I like purple and green together. It's one of my favorite combos. Okay. Let's just make that corner go purple. Get some more purple over here. Just getting the purple paint out of this. Okay, now let's use my favorite, the sidewalks. And let's try to tie it together. Stamp sponge with some white. Okay, and then if I want to, I use baby white and subtract on the edges. Okay. This is like a miracle stencil. This is Stencil Girl 2. We're trying to unify a hot mess, Judy. So I don't know if you really missed anything. And this is not a very opaque white. So I am getting the shadow, you know, it's okay. And then I think there's certain parts of the stencil I've used that I've learned, like which areas give me detail that I'm looking for, and then what areas where I want less detail. See, I'm really liking that white over the purple and the dark greens. And I tend to use, like, there's a Y section of this road, and then there's a single length. If I want more coverage, then I use the DecoArt Tradition Opaque White. I can soften those edges. Connect. Let's go this way, up the page. And like if I just want a line that continues out here, then I'll find an area that fits what I want and then kind of bring that. Okay. Okay. That's good. Let's make this finger come off of there. And then let's come up here and add that. I didn't go off the page enough. That's all right. So see how that kind of just blended a lot of that together? And then we're gonna, which gives me a really good background. This one's really soft. But I could come in areas and use a stencil and reinforce some of that if I wanted to. All right, I've got a lot of white paint here, so let's go. I'm going to stick a paper in here. And let's go back to one of the ones that has something maybe we want to push back. We want to try the Jabican here with the white, Joycey. Let me find the stencil. This is a Joycey stencil from DecoArts that she likes. I'm just going to put it in some areas. I don't think it's working. I think it needs. I actually think this needs some collage bit. Potentially. So I'm going to leave that alone too. Yeah, a metallic, but I want to take a picture of it before I add too much to it, I think. Okay, let's. Kind of feel like, well, I'm going to leave that one alone too for right now. I'm leaning towards doing some glued paper. This is that walnut spray on here that turned out real. I really like that spray. Let's put some more of it in here. Maybe through a stencil. Let that dry. And I'll show you. I did get the I'll show you a combo that I really like. Rusty hinge and chip oxide is really a good combo. Let's use that. Let me use that one. And some water. So I'm going to use the brush and just add some. It's kind of a purpley blue. I'll just use it with parts of this stencil. Okay. I'm going to put water on this, so. I think I'll go up this side again. Okay, now let's switch to the rusty hinge. Let's put some rusty hinge in some areas. Come up here. Connect that. All right, then I think I'm gonna add that pop of in here. The only thing it may need is some turquoise to travel. My hand's filthy. All right, so I'm gonna let that kind of do its thing. I'm not looking for a lot of pattern right now. So let's try it. All right, I'm liking that. And I got some of that turquoise because that was a watery based. Some of that moved. So I did get some turquoise in here and a little bit here. I think the next thing getting a little stickage here. Let me get that out. And pull that apart while it's there we go. And I don't care that it tore. Like so to me this needs another stencil and paint. All right, we'll go, we'll stick with the kind of the floral because we've been doing we'll stick with that. We'll stick with that floral. The new ones from Stencil Girl. I think. Can't make up my mind. I know I want brown. I think I'll use that other stencil and just go. Yeah, this floral is pretty. It's Stencil Girl too. I'm fighting that butterfly again in the journal. More brown paint. Sorry, I can't look at chat right now. Okay, then up here I want this to be off of this right here. This might be pretty with a layer of metallic and the same stencil in areas laying over. I'm going to turn it again. That's kind of pretty. Hi, Colleen. I am just playing with the little shapes from Gel Press and Distress Oxide sprays and stencils. No real end in mind. Okay, let's try something. Where did I put that? Let's see what those are all about. And how we might be able to Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to take gel medium and a very down and dirty wet layer on top of what we just did. Okay, and then we're gonna I'm just scooping it on so it's kind of heavy. And then let's take a little of this. I don't know where it's going. I'm kind of trying to break it up into tinier pieces. Okay, that's enough of that. And then I'm thinking let's be even more random where it goes. Got a little muddy right in there. Let's dry that and see. Because it can always be dried and then another layer of clear put down if I need to. They seem stuck down. They stuck down okay. They're kind of messy. They're a little thick. They're not really a flake. They're not really a flake in the sense that they're not really, they're like plasticky. They're mica. So they're not gold foil. They're gold leaf color, but they're mica. So they've got a plasticky feeling or texture to them. So the question is, does this page need another layer to just like of the floral. Maybe a cream layer. Or I'm leaning towards putting a layer of the cream flowers, but I'm not positive. What do we think? Yeah, I thought it was Eileen calling Joyce's Brown's Moose Poop. But I'm not really sure who started it. Who was it? That was Gold, Finnabar's Gold Mica Flakes. They came in this month's mixed media kit. And so did Color Bloom Golden Walnut, which I really like that color. It's not permanent though. And then it's Blue Green Crayola, Chipped Sapphire, and Rusty Hinge Distress Oxide, and Brown Umber paint. Yeah, I like that little sparkle. It was Eileen. Okay, well that, yeah, because didn't Pissy Pink and Pukey Purple and Moose Poop come from Eileen, and then maybe Stinking Red from Jen? Yeah, I like the gold sparkles. Does it need a layer of light colored florals in front of the dark? Or just leave it alone and call it I just used some matte medium. I don't even know what's in here, to be honest. It's a concoction. It's Deco matte medium and some other stuff I bought I didn't like. Maybe some Mod Podge. I don't know. But yeah, I just got it real wet and then kind of flaked them down and let them dry. And I think they're good. Now, you could go over them one more time to bury them a little more if you needed to. Especially now that the colors are sealed, you know, because these weren't permanent colors. Ink the edges. Okay, let's use the Crackling Campfire. In a couple more places to pop some more of that color back in areas. And then we should go with the espresso. That's what I think I'm gonna. And then we'll add more of that sapphire color. put some more of that back in here because I lost some of that. That blue. I really am leaning towards some of this in cream. I'm going to try it. I have nothing to lose. It's just paper and paint. Hey, Emmy. We've been just throwing color into a new comp book, Emmy. This one, I don't have the pages glued together. Well, the last two. Oh, that one's dead horse. I'll just use the same white we've been using. It's not very opaque, but. And I probably should have done the gold flakes last, but I'm not really too worried. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm just going to do like 3 of them. Okay. That helps add some depth. And then I'll just add this one in here in a few places. And then let's make one tall one come off of that. All right, I like that. I think it helped give it more depth. Because remember, I'm just looking for a background. All right, so why have this white out? That's what this needs. This needs white here to blend some, like to harmonize some of this, to connect it. But I have new stencils. I really want to use them over. I want to use them instead of have an idea brewing. Just got to find the right mixture of patterns, the right scale, and combination. So I think, all right. Okay. So I think I know what I'm going to do. So I think I want to put some of these leaf-like in the brown, which we've been using. This one, yeah, little boomerangs. I think they look like seed pods to me, like plants. I think I want to put them. Okay, so I'm going to grab. All right, I'm going to grab this little jelly plate. And I'm going to kind of use that to help me stay out of funny, this spray goes fine over paint, but it's got kind of glittery in it. It wants to resist the paint after the fact. Like the paint doesn't want to stick. Okay. put some of that brown up in here. Like this was in the background before they put these applique pieces, is kind of what I'm going for. Okay, and then the next set should go up. Put a couple right in there. And down here. Get that last little bit of paint. And right here. It does not want to take that paint. So let's put a little. Line that up, put a little in here. Okay, so that works. And then let's take dioxine purple. Yeah, like an old quilt. Was my thought. Okay. So let's take the dioxine purple and get a little bit of that. Okay. I think I'll do it this way. I think it'll be better. If I put it on the gel plate. get that stamp platform back. Okay. And if I don't like it, it's, like I said, it's paper. Okay. Kind of looks like it has the measles. It's supposed to look more like calico fabric, but it looks like it has the measles. All right, then let's go with this, and let's go with the dark green, the sap. I'm gonna get some of that paint out of my. That'll work better. Okay, let's take the green. I think I need to add some brown to this to darken it. I may have to add black. Trying to get a tone on tone. That worked pretty good. All right, let's put that there. One more of the green. That one got a little muddy. Let's put that there. Just getting like the paint out of the sponge. Okay. And then I'm thinking I might go white in the last one. Not great. This white paint's not working really well. You know what? I think I'm not going to worry about it. On that one, let's... Okay, let's try. On that one, I may have to just go through the stencil with the white paint, because the stencil wants to... If I sprayed it with the Pixie spray, that would help. But it does have a crazy quilt feel. So that kind of helped that page. It's not done. Like, I'm not sure I like it. I don't know. It's my least favorite of today. It's why I bought the little shapes, but I'm not sure I like the results. Let's see if we have any more. Wet paint. And we'll just add it in here and there on a random page. Like I said, I'm just trying to get the paint out of the sponges. Yeah, it might. And I think putting maybe the paint on the other bigger plate might help. Just kind of playing with those shapes and seeing what you can do. With them was my thought behind buying the little gel plates. And I had the circles before. In fact, I sold them to Norma because I didn't like them. But they sold me with the little hexagon and the triangle because I was thinking about quilting. I'll put color on this one. Actually, some of this color might help. Might help blend some of those together. All right, I'm going to dry that because I'm going to get that. Oh, so goodness. I actually think this dries faster. Bye, Terry. And I do have some overspray. Little spray did help that one. I think it needs just something, oh, like, I don't know, it needs something. This is a start, but I'm not going to take it any farther today. I think this one, I'll probably put some collage papers on it. I have some papers that I want to just sort of disrupt some of that. I just have a basket of some scraps that are here. And they're markings. They got markings on them and scribbled stuff. Kind of like that. Now I'm thinking maybe some book text might also be interesting. Maybe some of this. Tissue across the ditch. All right, hold on. Scoot that over. Okay. And this is just stuff I have in my stash that I just thought was interesting, so I put it over in the side. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if there's going to be there doesn't seem to be another space. Maybe right here. Okay, I like that. Likey. And then it's just ready for, I think when it's dry, maybe some more like black scribble or I want to think about this one. I haven't been at any streams, so I don't know. Usually she's almost always at Dee Dee's. So I think that's good. So that gets, you know, some paint here and there. A good base. This one is almost done. Put some paint over here. This one needs more. I don't really care for this one, but actually if this one is done right, this one could be coordinated with it. So maybe just a piece of it photographed is right. Like maybe just zoomed in big on this and then maybe something going with this and the two go together. So that's kind of where I'm probably going to go with that. I'm probably going to add a cream to this and keep it fairly abstract. I like this one as it is. And then I think I like this one. I think I want to photograph this one before I add anything to it. Some pen work possibly could help this. I want to photograph it before I do anything else to it. And then this one, I feel like it's done. And a lot of these are going to coordinate together because I use the same colors. Like this kind of goes with the quilt page and will probably go. In fact, this is going to make me take this one in a different direction than what I was thinking. Because I don't want it to come out too much like this. But see, even like this we did another day. Coordinates pretty good with this. Like pieces could be used together of these two. Or this and that could be used together potentially. So there is, when you kind of stick with a color palette, if you're trying to make some digital prints, and I'm just moving through the journal. I mean, even that one. I'm just sticking deli paper so these can sit and cure until I photograph them. Have this and I want to use this on something. I want to use part of it on, you know, but I think I want to photograph it and scan it before I actually use it. Bobby got it from the dealership place, so I know I want to use that somehow. And this one might need some collage paper. I mean, it could just be as simple as some pieces of music paper before I do the next stage. So I'm kind of leaning towards, even if it's just pieces tucked here, because it's probably going to get something cream on it. Maybe some soap. Well, let's go ahead and do that, because I think I like that. And then it's going to get another layer of stencil. And then I think I'm going to put some tissue. Okay, then let's... I just like the text on the tissue, the sewing tissue. And then you still see the layers underneath. This piece doesn't have a lot of writing. Hi, Brooke. I think that's good. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then again, it needs some kind of stencil. I want something over this purple to push it. Away and kind of go with these others. And it'll probably be one of those like sidewalk of Puerto Rico ones, I'm thinking. And it might be a light green. Potentially. Could be a peach. The purple is dioxine purple. It's the best. I really, really like this line from Deco Arts. First of all, it's the best white. They have an opaque white that is the best for blocking. They used to come in bottles like this, but now they're moved to this. I don't care for this container. I really like this bottle better. All right, so let's, you know what I'm thinking? Let's take white. Let's take white and let's get like a shocking pop of Tangelo. Let's go white and Tangelo. And let's do a pop of coral. Now, what stencil do we want? Could do this. Or the other new one. I think this is too big. My problem is I love that stencil. I got the other ones, but I don't like them as well as that one. Oh, let's try that one. Okay. I don't think this has ever been open. No. I love my Stencil Girl stencils. Guess I'm just going to have to pour some of this out. Okay, so what did I... Right, so let's go with the... Let's go with the white first. And it might have a little purple in it, but I don't really care. Okay, and then let's get up. Baby white and soften that. Okay, and then let's bring that down over here. All right, then let's put a little pattern in there. Soften that. Okay, so that moves kind of like there. Okay. And I think I almost want, I wish I could get some purple right here. All right, I'm gonna, all right, there we go. Let that dry. And let's put some white. Yeah, I like that. And then all right, now we need that pop of coral. And I'm going to use the Pixie spray, I think, because I want to double. I want to stencil a couple times. And I do have that stupid butterfly down there. All right, I'm going to stencil white first, just to help it. Okay, now we're going to add that orange. And I might have to do a couple layers of that to get that color I want. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry real quick. Thank you, Devin. Okay, now I'm tempted to go distressed, because I really want that to pop, and it's not. Okay, I think we're ready for the big reveal. Ooh, I think I like that. Well, the question is, I want another pop of this somewhere in here, but I don't know. I think I want it to be, I don't want it to be this. I think I want advertising. All right, so I think that what I'm going to do is say this does not have to be done today. What my brain wants is some kind of ephemera bedded in here that has some pops of coral, but it's not straight up coral. So I want to look through my scrapbook papers and see if there's something vintage that's got like that coral color. Maybe in the new paper line I got. There could be something grunged up. But I'm going to dig through my ephemera and all my stuff because I feel like it just needs a little something something over here, but not like a straight up coral leaf. Loving this side, want to wait on this side. But I feel like the papers are going together. So I'll kind of do, I mean, actually, this can kind of go with this. That needs work. Can kind of go with this. So I'm just trying to like cross-pollinate. And see interesting combinations that I can get. Because this definitely can be used with that. It definitely can be used with this, because this is smaller scale and this is bigger scale. So those definitely can go together. So I think I'm close to a digital pack of papers. I like this. It's done. I like This needs something on this side, but I like this side. I like this. I like that done. I feel like that is done. So this one's starting to get, this one is close to being there. I think it needs a metallic. I think like a bronzy or a pewter metallic. I'm also, ooh, that was bad, bad. Oh, y'all, this is bad. I was enamored with this one. I may have not stuck, I thought I stuck paper. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to get this really wet. It's going to have some tears, but that'll be okay. We're going to I should have put Ellie. These two are stuck together. This was a good page. Okay. So let's, I need that. This is going to be like surgery. Okay, let's, I'm going to put glue there. And then let's take just a random paper and glue back here. That'll reinforce that. Okay. This needs glued up here. This needs water. Okay. We're going to get that. Okay. We just added some grunge. Okay, I think that'll be all right. one's good. Okay. Yep, little glue, good as new. I'm going to reinforce that back side where that was the biggest tear. Okay, so let's double check. Let's put, we need to put paper back here. That needed paper too. Okay. Fix that later. All right, let's make sure that the rest of these that need it have deli paper. And I just keep these, like I said, I use them over and over. And they get painty. Sometimes I use them later. That's the other one. All right, I think that's good. Let's dry this a little. So that gives me several in this book. It's moving it along. But I think that's probably it for me today. Ooh, you know, this one might be good with, I'm going to scan this because I think I want to use the red side and the green, and then I can size it down because this might be cool on here at some place. These big numbers, if I scan it down. And then the green I want to definitely use too somewhere. just some glue. But normally I stick I just was flipping back and I started messing with that other page. I know better. You need to put the deli stuff in the middle. Especially when you're using the paint. It's not so bad when you're using the distressed oxides. But if you're using the glue or the paint. Yeah, like this one reminds me kind of a 70s. But it needs some graphic elements in there. Some pops. I like the red and the turquoise. I really like this stencil, this Vicki Boutin stencil right here. So that's, like I said, that's it for me. I am going to, like I said, I'm going to do a holiday bazaar and do the sale. I was talking what I'm going to do is take the 11 by 14 artwork and kind of like give everything a number, a letter and a number maybe. Go by themes and just do kind of a preview. And normally it'd be $60 plus $5 shipping for one. And I'm going to sell it for $25 plus $5 shipping, which would give you an art piece. So I was thinking I would just do my own holiday bazaar art show. Like if you wanted to buy a holiday gift. So I'm going to pick a date. I think in November, and I may do one in November and one in December. And then like do a price for the smaller ones too, for the smaller 8 by 10s and 5 by 7s. So look out for that announcement on that date. I don't know what day I want to do it. I want to do it in an evening. I might do a weekday. I might do a Friday night because there's not a lot of streamers on Friday night. Or a Sunday, maybe. So, yeah, I'm going to like do the stream, announce the stream ahead of time. And then, like I said, I'll just use like Post-its, and I'm going to do the pictures in like groupings. Yeah, I think evenings are better too. I'm going to kind of look and see maybe Tuesday night. Maybe a Tuesday night. Thursday is Brooke. Shauna's on Wednesdays. I'm thinking a Tuesday or a Friday. Potentially. And then just have people pay me through PayPal rather than Etsy, because I don't want to go in and change the prices on everything on Etsy. So I'm going to use PayPal for the sale. That's my goal, my thought, is that I would just use the PayPal and like do receipts for people and just give everything a letter and a number. Like the bunnies could be like B1, B2, B3. The watercolors could be W1, W2. Kind of do it in that and do them in lots. And then if somebody saw something that they wanted in the later and it was still available, they would have a number to refer to. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to do my own holiday art show. I'm going to do one in November and one in December for sure. I might do a couple more because Bob's unemployment is about to run out, and this is all just sitting here, and I can't go to art shows, so I might as well just do my own virtual art show. So, all right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I was so glad I got to art. I'm going to leave the laptop at school. Try to do my lesson plans Friday night. Well, Friday at school. If I can't finish them Friday at school, then I'll finish them on Friday evening so that I'm free on Saturdays as much as I can be. Since we're going to be in the building and forced to be in the building, I'll have a lot of downtime that I can get stuff done since I can't do house stuff. So thanks for hanging out. And I'll see y'all later.